Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm working on a layout for Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and I'm using the Calvinball Prompts to decide what I'm going to put on my layout. All right, so it is after 10 p.m. on March 8th, and it is day 8 of Christie's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches and day 8 of Calvinball. And I made a promise to myself that I was going to scrapbook every day because I feel like I need this in my life, and so I'm going for it. And I'm going to do this layout a lot differently than I've been doing my other ones. I'm not going to, I always look, even my computer ended up in the screen because I did not check. I am going to just tackle this one in a little bit of a quicker manner. So here's what I got to start. So this is a 2-page sketch, and it is by Susan Stringfellow of Sketch Savvy. So I will post that information in the video description, and I am going to use the sketch to create my layout. And then I'm also going to check off the things from my list of Calvinball prompts, but I am not going to make a big effort to get these things on my layout. I'm just going to make the layout, and then whatever points I get, just because it is very late. I'm very tired, and I just want to make sure that I get this in my day because that's what I promised myself. And there's no more important person in your life than yourself, right? So I'm going to follow the sketch. I noticed in this sketch there's 4x6 photos, so I went to my pre-printed photos because they're all in 4x6 and thought that would be a good place to look for some photos. So I grabbed some of those. They're not the same number of photos, they're not the same orientation, but I think because of the sketch is the way it is, I can make these work for me. Okay, so that's what I have here. And then for the layout, I was like, okay, well, we're talking camping, fishing photos. So I grabbed 2 pieces of craft cardstock because I feel like that goes really well with camping, fishing. And that's going to be the base of my layout. I grabbed this washi just because it was in my washi drawer, which is right here to my left. And it was like right on the edge. And when I went to sit down, I noticed it. And it's a wood grain washi. And so I know that washi's on the Calvinball list. And I thought, you know what? That's really quick and easy. I can grab that. And then I grabbed this, I have the collection kit for Camp Happy Bear. I know I've added, I've bought extra papers to go in it since I purchased the collection. Some of these are not from Camp Happy Bear, but like I threw that in there. This might go with today's layout. And, yeah, and I have used this before, so it's not like it's fresh or anything. There's some stickers used up too. So there's that. And then I also, in that kit, I have like some random things that I thought went with camping. So quadding. Here's another fishing thing. Some more camping. Jolie's little die cut that says explore. A couple of other die cuts that I'm not sure where they're from. This was from a cut apart sheet, same cut apart sheet, same cut apart sheet, and then I have another cut apart sheet, and this is from the Berry Patch from 2001. And I do have random things like this that I pick up secondhand. If I think I like it and I might use it, I'll buy it, especially if it's free or close to that. Yeah, because this hobby's expensive, guys. Gotta save money where we can, right? Okay, and then I have the Camp Happy Bear cardstock ephemera pack. And I think I've thrown a couple things in there since. Like I think this is a cut apart card from one of the sheets that was loose, and I threw it in there. And then I have this thrown in there. It is Cabin Fever cardstock die cut ephemera bits and pieces from Simple Stories. And that is from 2017. When is this one from? Does it say? The four-wheelers have nothing to do with my layout, but they're in that kit. And then we have 2020. So, yeah. And then these were in there as well. A long time ago, just threw all my alpha stickers in, so maybe I can use that. And these were in there as well because they are like color match wise. So I threw those in there too at some point. And so that is what I have. And I am going to just like pause the camera and start throwing things on here, and whatever happens, happens. So let me pause the camera and at least get the papers down, and then I will see where I'm at and pop back in, let you guys know how it's going. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. All right, so here is my completed layout, and I stayed pretty true to the sketch. Just bring it back out here. So this is what it looked like, and it again is by Susan Stringfellow of Sketch Savvy, and I will find her information and link it below in the description box. So I'm just gonna get right to the punch and just count up my Calvinball points for tonight. At this point it's almost yesterday. And let's see, okay, so star, yeah, I used some stars on there, and a die cut. Is there any of these oh yeah, this piece was out of the die cut pack, this Casting Flies and Telling Lies. And striped paper, yeah, I used some striped paper across the top, and that actually was not from the photo play collection Camp Happy Bear. It was from Simple Stories, but it was in with that kit, so I thought it still worked well. And then so that was striped paper. Use a stamp. I used this again. I kept this out, this baby one, because it has all these tiny stamps that are meant to go on this mobile, but it I thought these are going to be a really easy way for me to get stamping onto my layouts. And also I'm supposed to be doing like a baby embellishment swap here, and I haven't been very good at getting my stuff done because I've been working like crazy. So there, I used this little cloud one across the top, so that's my stamp. And I also stamped my dates. Stencil, yeah, I stenciled you can't really even see it over here anymore, but I stenciled at this corner and this corner, and I used, it is in the kitchen drying. Let's see if I left it on the top. I used this one, Wild Soul Stencils from Vicki Boutin's Storyteller collection, and I used this one here. And it just kind of looks like a lot of messy string, which I thought was cute for a camping layout. So yes, I did use a stencil. Add a date. Yeah, I put the dates of their camping trip on there. And use a frame. No, I did not. Clean desk between projects. Yes, my desk was clean before I started, and I'm getting it cleaned back up now. And then heart. Okay, so funny story. Do I have the original one? I don't know what I did with it. I thought maybe it was in the trash, but I don't see it. So remember this vellum from yesterday, how I punched the heart out of the corner to like save the embellish or the paper or whatever? So I try anyway, that stamp was like, or that punch was like really big. It was like, it was this size, but I had trouble finding a spot for that size of heart that didn't look like weird on my layout. So I took that same heart that I paid it forward from yesterday, and I grabbed this punch and I punched this little heart out of the heart, the bigger heart. I wish I could find it. I know it's here somewhere. I just have so many things on the go here. Anyways, so yeah, that was what I used, was that little mini punch to get my heart. So yes, to heart. Washi, I used that wood grain washi that I talked about in the beginning across the top of my layout. Gold, I got some gold letters on here. And fussy cutting, this little guy was fussy cut out of the back of, so when I cut out this paper I cut the edges off because it's almost a full 12 by 12, right? Because this is 6 inches and 6 inches long, height-wise. But then I cut a little bit off the length. And when I cut this length off, and I tossed it on my desk, on the back was this little bear with a fish in his mouth. I'm like, that's perfect. So I fussy cut him out. So yes, I did some fussy cutting. What else? Handwriting. I did handwrite my own journaling. So there it is. Polka dot pattern. Yep, my green at the bottom of this is a green polka dot. What else do I have here? Titles with 2 or more fonts. Yeah, I used these blue letters again that I think I used yesterday, and then this gold one. Circle. I mean, not exactly, hey? Well, okay, so here's the thing. I think a doily is a circle, and I also think rhinestones are a circle. Taking it. Doily, yep, got a doily on there. It just, I still had, so I've taken some of the things, like this stamp, for example, and the film strips, and the doilies, and this feather was in there too. I don't know where the other, I know I have 2 more, but I couldn't find them. Some vellum and stuff, like these like vellum scraps, and I just tossed them in the drawer next to me where I keep my like dimensional adhesive. And so that is, when I pulled out that drawer, it had the doily in it. So I'm like, easy peasy. So I just have these blue ones and then a white one that's a similar size. So while I'm doing Calvinball, it's easy to reach for, right? Okay, so doily, cloud. Yep, my stamps are clouds. And memorabilia, no, I did not put anything like that on here. Butterfly, no. Torn paper, I did not tear paper today, no. Blings or rhinestones, yeah, I have little rhinestones in my embellishment clusters. They're like a kind of an odd red color, and so they went, like, they matched with these fish here. So I was like, oh, I can get those on there, because I find it hard to use these ones because they're not a red that gets used very often. It's kind of like an orangey red. So anyways, those are on there. Arrows. Yeah, I put some arrow brads on here. Label. Nope. I don't think I have a label on there. Avocado. Definitely not. Green. Yes, there's green on here for sure. Use a punch. Yeah, I already talked about how I use that little punch for my heart. And chipboard. Did not use chipboard today. Film strip. I did. I got this green film strip on here that was from that one pack I talked about in my previous videos. And it was perfect because it has these little sayings on it and stuff, and these says the places we'll go and adventure. And actually up here in the little thing, it had like a compass, but it ended up getting covered by my photo. So yes to film strip. Typewriter font, no. Vellum. Oh yeah, I guess my heart is vellum, so that counts. And use leftovers from your last layout. Well, this blue vellum was from my last layout, so that's going to count for a few things here. Feather. I did get one of my feathers on there. And silver. Yes, my stars are silver. Metal. My stars and also my arrows are metal. QR code, no. Stitching, no. Put away 5 layouts, no. Use a sketch. Well, yeah, I started with that. And Disney, no. Dinosaur, no. Horse, no. House, no. Birthday, no. Glitter, yeah, my gold is glitter. That counts. Floral patterned paper. Yeah, actually, this navy one has a floral pattern to it, so that goes there. And camera. I did not put a camera on here. Or a chevron, but guess what? There's also no pink on this layout, which is fine. But I do have, where is it? I can't reach. I have this camera punch from, oh, you know what else I did for punches? I punched this border edge onto my little note paper there. What if I punch a camera shape out of my vellum piece? Or can I get it out of here? This is the, I just was going to use cardstock for my mat, so I pulled up my scraps, but this orange went really well with the papers that I was using, so I just kind of rolled with it. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So look at that, that's so cute. I can put that on there. That was easy. And look, I got another little heart. I can put it here. Okay, I lost it. And I inked everything for this layout in Vintage Photo Distress ink. And I will do that with my little camera piece. And then I'll just decide where I want to put them. Do I want to put them over here? Do I want to put it down here? Nope. Do I want to put it up here? Maybe. Do I want to put it somewhere over here? Do I want to put it over here? I actually kind of like it on the photo. Is that weird? Okay, well, just gonna throw it through my little mini Xyron here. This is one of my favorite ways to adhere smaller things. And you know what? I have been having a harder and harder time finding the refills for these. Anybody else having that problem? It's driving me bonkers. I end up ordering from stores I've never ordered from before just so I can have my Xyron. Okay, there we go. So now I got camera on there for an extra point. Now for my other things, where did I put my notes here? Oh boy, I'm getting so tired, you guys. Okay, so for my layout, I get 2 because it's 2 pages. So I get 2 points for 2 pages. How's that for a bonus? And I made a process video. And I'm going to post to the gallery. And I'm going to post to Insta. And I'm going to post to YouTube. Yeah, I think that's it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, I broke 40 today. There we go. All right, so there is my layout for day 8 of 30 days of sketches with Christie's Beautiful Life. And this particular one, I should probably say too, is not an exclusive sketch. Like most of the ones from this round are exclusive sketches, but the creator of these, Susan Stringfellow, contacted Christie and said, I don't have time to make an exclusive sketch just for this time, but please go ahead and use any of the sketches from my site. And so Christie got some of her scrappy friends to pick one for her, and they chose this one. So that's how that one came about, even though it's not an exclusive. So if you've seen it before, that's why. All right, and I counted up my 40 points for Calvinball. And with that said, I am done for today. So thank you so much for hanging out with me again. I really appreciate you. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.